Hi guys, EBPMAN with Tablets for Me, and today we're going to do a review and installation conversion, if you would, of a Samsung Galaxy Note 4 to a wireless charging Samsung Galaxy Note 4 using this wireless charging coil from YooTech. So before we actually go through the installation and show you how easy it is, let's talk a little bit about the actual charging coil that we're using. Now this charging coil has an input current of 1 amp, and it also then has a charging current of 700 milliamp. Now your traditional S5, S4, even your Note have charging bricks that range anywhere from 750 milliamps all the way up to maybe 2.1 milliamp from a charging current perspective. Anytime you go wireless, the charging current for that wireless device is going to go down. Now, keep in mind that these devices like this, from a wireless perspective, it's more about convenience than it is speed of charge. However, that being said, this specific coil has a very high rating of 700 milliamp. Typically, the ones that you see out on Amazon and a lot of other places have a lower rating. So, what we're going to do is we're going to install this specific charging coil into our Note 4, and then what we're going to do is we're going to test it so we can see how we can use a wireless charging pad to charge our Note 4 after the installation. Let me show you what's involved. So I removed the back to my Note 4, and I'm just going to get a little closer to this actual charging coil just to show you how the instructions for the charging coil are actually on the actual charging coil itself. It's giving you the illustration of how you're supposed to place it, and then it's also giving you all of those details I had mentioned as we were going over the coil itself when it comes to its input amperage and also its output amperage. The coil, as it gets placed on the actual phone, will basically go just like this right here. You really can't put it in correctly because you'll notice there's really nowhere to put it. So it's specifically designed for the Note 4. So all I'm going to do is place it in this position like this. And what I could do as well is, if I want, there's a little sticky adhesive here. You see that right there? I can actually remove the little sticky and so that it sticks here to the battery and it will hold in place. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and then just place it, and then we'll put the cover on the phone. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the little sticky and going to place it right here, but we want to make sure that you align it nicely. And you'll notice that there is some contact points. You can see how it's coming out, and you want to make sure it's aligned right there. So we're just going to press it in and make sure that it's nice and aligned. I'll do the same on the other side. And once I have them both where I'm happy with the alignment, I'm just going to press down on the battery. The coil itself that's on the battery. So I'm just going to rub down just a little bit. You don't have to press too hard, just so that the sticky will stick. So let's make sure that it sticks nicely. And now what I'm going to do is put the cover back on. So here's the cover, and I'm just going to snap the cover around just like you normally would. So we'll just keep on snapping it. Make sure that it's nicely closed. And let me just check it out and make sure it's okay. Yep. All right, it looks good. One more spot. Okay. Now, if we take a closer look at it, you're going to notice that the coil's on, but there is a small bump. Not that noticeable, but as you can see right there, there's a bump right there. And I'll try to put it in an angle so you can see it right there. So there is a small little bump, and you can feel it too. I wish maybe that there was a thinner coil that could be used, but it's not that noticeable, and the case did seal all around. Also remember that the Note 4 is not really waterproof, so you don't have to really worry about the waterproof seal. But now we've installed the coil, and I'll turn it on, and it's still no problem. It's not impacting the battery. I really never even removed the battery. So now we're going to use a wireless charging pad. So I have our charging pad connected, and you see that the LED is green. Once the phone is on, I will hear an audible beep because I have that enabled, and the LED will go from the green to blue. So I'm just going to take the phone now, and I'm going to slide it on just so I find that sweet spot. And notice how the light went blue, and you'll notice that the phone is also saying that it's charging wirelessly. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple installation to install the wireless charging coil and to get wireless charging on your phone. Now it's going to vary from phone to phone and from charging pad to charging pad how you have to position your phone so that it will charge. There are larger wireless pads that you can buy on Amazon that are going to have a larger area where you can place your phone. This one just happens to be a little bit smaller since the Note 4 is pretty big. Now the last thing I wanted to illustrate is how does the phone charge with a case. So here I have, this is a recent case that we reviewed on the channel from Spigen, and you can see that there's really no apparent bulge. The bulge gets disguised, especially as you have a case. But I can tell you, as I rub my finger over the area where I know the charging coil is, I can feel that there is something there. Now, doing the same approach I did earlier, just going to swipe it over until that changes. You'll notice once again the LED changed, and if we notice right there, it says that it's wireless charging. So success for using wireless charging coils when it comes to cases is going to vary from case to case. I always recommend that you test it just like I did. And this one has TPU material, plus it has the polycarbonate ring going around it, and seem to deal with it with no problem. So once again, that was our installation of a coil on a Note 4, testing it bare bones with no case on it, and then testing it again with the actual case on the phone itself. So if you have any comments or questions about this product, I'll leave it on the YouTube channel. I'll also provide the link. And once again, don't forget to share, subscribe, and like.